So I got a message on Instagram from a younger viewer earlier today about if their brain is going to be fried from smoking weed and taking 10 to 15 Benadryl every weekend. I told them smoking is okay, but taking Benadryl is not. I didn't realize how young some of my fan base is, so this is something I want to get across to my younger and more curious viewers, or whoever really needs to hear this. Benadryl, or any diphenhydramine product, is not safe unless you're using it for its actual purpose. This is not a drug you should be taking to get high. While it does give you effects, there's nothing fun about it. Your brain tricks you into thinking that there is something that you can get from this, but it is not safe whatsoever. If you're young and you're going to indulge in something, just smoke weed. There are probably a couple dealers in your neighborhood and you don't have to feel like you're going insane. Now, weed isn't completely safe, but if you're going to do something, please do that. I've been seeing way too many young kids taking DPH, and it is really going to tear this new generation down. I have personal experience with the drug. I would take it just to feel something, and I never enjoyed any of my experiences. I just thought it was cool to feel something different. I'd get really anxious on it, and there was nothing that I really learned from it other than I should not do it. I haven't taken it in over 3 to 4 years now, and I don't plan on taking it ever again. If you want to see what could happen to you while on it, listen to my video, my near-fatal DPH trip. I did mix it with alcohol and phenibut, but I took way more DPH than I did any of the other two. My friend basically said I went through psychosis. I had to drive home because he was a dick and didn't take me back safely, and I almost got crushed by a semi-truck. I'm not going to go into full detail here because I explained the whole trip in the video. I'll leave the link in the description so you can watch it for yourself. What made me want to make this video today is from that message I mentioned at the beginning. They asked me what the long-term effects of DPH use can do to you. Since they didn't know, I'm sure some of you don't know either, so I will tell you right now. I'll go right from the source on healthtalk.unchealthcare.org. On this website it says, another drug class people don't realize may undermine brain health is antihistamines. They are commonly used to treat allergies and are generally safe. However, one of these drugs, Benadryl, diphenhydramine, is commonly used in over-the-counter sleep agents. Taking an over-the-counter sleep aid with diphenhydramine once in a while is generally not going to cause problems, other than a possible hangover the next day. Okay, so yeah, taking it every once in a while is not the worst thing in the world, but there is a chance you might get addicted, and that will lead to abuse of the drug, which will cause much bigger problems than a hangover. This is the part that is freaky though. Older people, however, can get confused when taking diphenhydramine because it also blocks a brain chemical called acetylcholine, which plays a big role in attention and short-term memory. Taking diphenhydramine over a long period of time can actually predispose people to dementia. So acetylcholine decreases with age, and taking Benadryl will only speed up this process. I'm not a neurologist or anything, but I can tell you as a human being who's trying to help out young people that taking Benadryl has no positives to it. There is a link between low acetylcholine levels and dementia, so the less you have, the better chance you have to get it. So if you're taking Benadryl at age 14 or somewhere around there, and your brain doesn't fully develop until age 25, just think what you're doing to it. As I was looking up information related to this video, I found out that benzodiazepines and anticholinergic drugs can also lower acetylcholine. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger here, but if you are currently taking these, maybe just be on watch for a little while, or talk to your doctor. I'm sure they know way more than a drug YouTuber. There are many anticholinergic drugs, but DPH is one of them, along with Datura, tricyclic antidepressants, dimenhydrinate, and more. I will leave the link to all of them in the description so you can check and see if you're currently prescribed or taking for recreational purposes daily. We know that benzos suppress memory. I can't tell you how many times I blacked out in the past on them. I literally can't because I can't remember. Back to DPH though. Of course, dementia is definitely the most unnerving possible outcome of long-term use, but there are other problems that can occur too. An obvious one is an addiction, especially if you're using it to fall asleep. You will build a dependence on it the more you think you need to take it. Just honestly take some melatonin or valerian root. Another problem that can occur is how it affects circulation. Taking it regularly can give you low blood pressure, but not in a good way. Having low blood pressure can cause heart palpitations. It can also feel as though your heart is beating fast and uncontrollably. If you have a tightness in your chest, abnormal heartbeat, or restlessness, then you should go to the doctor ASAP. Other than dementia, it can also affect other parts of your mental cognition. Anxiety, the inability to focus or concentrate, and confusion are some symptoms that can be experienced. It can also cause depression and fatigue. Now this is the part that reels people into taking DPH the first time. They see that it can cause hallucinations, dizziness, vision impairment, and coordination problems. Seeing that as a young person, or however old you are, if you're prone to wanting to get high, it will make you think that it would be a fun time if you took it. These hallucinations, though, are extremely terrifying. There's a popular phenomenon that happens while on it where you see spiders crawling all over the place. I've read countless stories on my channel about this happening to people. Also, you may see the Hat Man or encounter shadow people. These hallucinations are straight up evil. It's like entering hell on earth. I know that people who hear this are like, damn, that sounds kinda cool. Trust me, it's not. I don't know why you'd want to scare yourself like that. Another thing that can happen, even though it is extremely rare, you can straight up overdose and die. I made a video about a Redditor who got very addicted to Benadryl and they were doing up to 10 grams of it. That is an extremely high dose if you didn't know. If you haven't been convinced that DPH is bad up until this point, then please watch that video. I will also put that link in the description. It was one of the hardest videos I had to make, and I actually started to tear up just to see how far they went down the rabbit hole of DPH. I hope today you have learned something about diphenhydramine. If you have never experienced it before and you're curious, do not try it. If you have taken it before and you do it occasionally, you can stop a lot easier than someone who is addicted. And if you are straight up abusing this drug and taking it every day, I hope this comes as a wake-up call to you to at least slow down the use and maybe soon get off of it completely. Easier said than done, but it is very possible. This video especially goes out to the teenagers out there who are taking this stuff. You do not want to build an addiction to this crap at such a young age. It will melt your brain and you will never recover. If you see a product that has diphenhydramine in it, do not take it unless you seriously are using it for its purpose. There are many negative side effects that can happen to you, and they do not end pretty. Dementia does not sound fun to me. I don't know about you. That has to be one of the scariest diseases you can get, especially since there is no cure. I wish you all good luck with your life, and to be very careful with the drugs you take. If you want to get high, please do not take diphenhydramine. I love you all, and I hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful day.